what does it actually feel like to die? He said, Jessica, you know, we have to walk. And I knew he was right, but I thought that I was walking to my own execution. And, you know, trying to will your body to move and your legs to work. You have all these weird thoughts like, how bad is it going to hurt? Like, what does it actually feel like to die?
So why did your work take you to Somalia, Jessica?
I got a teaching position at an international school in Nairobi, Kenya. And I was teaching 4th grade and I loved it. I was having a great time. And I was out, you know, at a trashy nightclub one night in Nairobi with some of my teacher friends. And I remember standing on the dance floor and looking across the room, and there was this guy, and I motioned him over, and he looked up from his phone and laughed at me and then went back to his phone. And I thought, oh, that's not nice. And so when he looked up again, I waved him over again, and he came over, and I thought his name was Ulrik. He was from Sweden. I'd never met anybody from Sweden before, so that seemed likely to me. And we started dancing, and I realized very quickly that he was not a great dancer. So I said, why don't we go get a drink? And we've been talking for about 20 years now. And his name is actually Eric. And about a year and a half after that night, we got married. And he is the one who was working in Somalia at the time. So I decided to quit my job and move up to Hargeisa with him and start our married life in Somaliland.
At that time, it was around about like 2011. What was the landscape like in Somalia politically? And I suppose how dangerous was it for you and your husband working in a humanitarian sense?
Somalia at the time was really divided into 3 parts. So you had Somaliland, it's shaped like a 7. So you had Somaliland up at the top where we were based, relatively peaceful. You had Puntland, which was like next level security issue. And then you had southern Somalia, which is what most people are familiar with, which is what we hear about on the news, Mogadishu. You have large al-Shabaab presence, which is, you know, Islamic terrorists. A lot of security threat in that part of the country. The general idea or belief was that, you know, expats weren't the target. We were there to serve, we were there to work, we were there to help. So what you needed to do was just be aware, keep your eyes open, follow security protocols, and the general understanding and belief was that we'd be okay.
And your specific work out there, what were you teaching?
I worked as the regional education advisor for the Danish demining group.